All right, these are systems of linear equations, and the way you can tell that they're applications of them is there are two different items going on in here, which means we have two different unknowns. Now, just because there's two items doesn't mean it's systems of linear, but there are two unknowns as well. So, hit pause and read the entire problem. Okay, so after you've read it, it says find the cost of one jacket, which means we also need to find the cost of one sweater because it's not given. So to label these, I want to put X as the first one that's appearing just so there's no confusion. So since we have identical sweaters first and then jackets second in the right, we're going to write find the cost of the sweaters for X. So cost of one sweater. And this would be the cost of one jacket. And the reason we're looking for the cost is if you have a total cost, you have to also know the individual cost. That's the only way to figure it out, so that's what we're looking for. Now, if you had 10 sweaters and each of them cost $3, that would be a total cost of $30. We're multiplying them. So the first one is X, second one is Y. And so that gives us 10X plus 20Y for our total cost, which is 800. See, the equations just lay them out for you. But it's 10 sweaters that cost, we don't know. 20 sweaters and they each cost, we don't know, for a total cost of 800. So if you look at the second one, the second shipment, at the same prices, contained 5 sweaters, that's X, plus 15Y, because those are your jackets, for a total cost of 550. And then there is our system of linear equations. Okay, so since they're lined up, that means we're going to use elimination. So let me line them up on the next line to give myself some workspace. And then make sure you copy them correctly. So believe it or not, this is my second time doing this because I made one copy error. All right, so we're going to get rid of the X because it's the cleanest LCM. That would be an LCM of 10, and that's an LCM of 60. Let's go for the 10. All right, so that gives us 10X plus 20Y equals 800. And then on the bottom we have negative 10X minus 30Y equals minus 1100. All right, so when we add them, we get minus 10Y equals minus 300. So Y would equal 30. So what does Y equal? The cost of one jacket. So far, the cost of one jacket, which is what we're asked to find, is $30. So that's our answer, but I want to make sure everything's correct. So we're going to take and plug it back in. And find out what the cost of one sweater is. So what's 15 times 30? It's 300 and then 150, 450. So X is equal to $20. So one sweater is $20, one jacket is $30. Are we done? No, we still need to make sure it fits with all the info that's been given in the problem. So we know that we had 10 sweaters at $20 each, plus 20 jackets at $30 each, and that has to equal $800. So let's find out if it did. That's 200 plus 600, which is, you guessed it, 800. So we're good. Let's check our second shipment. It's 5 at $20 plus 15 at 30, so that has to be 550. So we know that's 450. That's 100, which gives us 550 a check. So we do know that the cost of one jacket is $30. And that's it for the problems. So you go through, you find your two unknowns, you use the sentences to create two linear equations and solve them, and answer the question. So let's have you try this one. Hit pause and give it a shot. All right, and those are the two unknowns you should have written so far. And where did I grab them from? From our question. It says, what is a service charge per hour for regular and premium? The reason I put premium first is if you go through our sentences, premium's coming first, so I want to keep them in order. So service charge per hour for premium is what we're looking for. We're also looking the service charge for regular hours. All right, so let's try to find the equations. All right, and those are the equations you should have for this. So remember, it's 2 hours for each premium. So that's 2x. Right there's x, and that's y. So it's 2x plus 9y equals 14. And then for each hour of premium, it's going to cost x dollars. And for each hour of regular, it's going to cost $6. So 3x plus 6y equals $13.50. And now they're lined up for elimination. So go ahead and try elimination on it. Remember to check your answer too. And there's the answer that you should have received. So $1 per hour for regular, $2.50 per hour for premium. So I hope you're kind of figuring out how these work. There are 2 more to try on the back. There's some dimes and nickel one. And then there's a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom apartment one. So give these 2 a shot, and then I will try them. Why don't we do number 3 first, and then I'll show you the answer, and then try number 4. So hit pause now. So that's what you should have so far. Number of nickels and number of dimes for each of those, because that's what we're looking for. And then for the first one is the nickels. Each nickel is 5 cents, and there are x of them, so 5x. Each value of a dime is 10 cents, and that's y. And I put 300, so it's all in terms of cents, not dollars. So everything matches cents, cents, and cents. Now see if you can figure out the second equation. I'll give you a hint. That has to be 5, and that has to be 10, because dimes and nickels don't change in value. So all you have to do is translate to find those 2. Hit pause and give it a shot. And that's what you should have. It says there's 4 more nickels than in the first bank, and half as many dimes. So now you can write out your equations. Hit pause and go for it. Alright, so after a little bit of simplifying, here's what you should have as your 2 equations. And so let's get rid of the x. So we should have 24 and 12 for our answers. 24 dimes and 12 nickels. So now we just have to check and make sure we're correct, and then we can write our answer. And there we have it. So they check. And make sure when you plug them in, you're not using your modified ones, but the original. Make sure it matches the info. So we had 4 more in the second one, which would be 16, and half of the 24, which is 12. And there you go. It gave us the correct number of nickels. So that means we have 24, y is the dimes, and 12 nickels. That's your answer. All right, last one. And try it. I'm just going to write the answer on this one. Make sure you write out everything in there. Okay? Hit pause and give it a shot. Alright, and that's the answer you should have gotten. All right, thank you.